Okay, hello everyone. This is Mike from Webs Unweaved, and I'm here with Catherine and James from Robineau Media. How are you guys doing today?
Hi.
Doing good.
Doing well.
Excellent.
How are you?
I'm excellent. I'm excellent. I'm glad you guys can make it. Let's jump right in. So we were talking a little bit before. You were telling me about your name. Let's start with that. You named it after your street.
Yes, it's named after the
Awesome.
street we live on.
Yeah, I'm very proud Syracuseans. We live in Strathmore neighborhood and absolutely love the neighborhood. And, as we were coming up with names for our agency, it just kind of made sense and it stuck.
That's awesome. Now, how did you, why don't you tell me about your business and like what services you offer? We'll start with that.
Well, Robineau Media is a small boutique agency here in Syracuse, and what we do here is we focus on like programmatic advertising. We do a little content, we do a little geofencing, and we do a little just analysis of businesses to make sure that it's a right fit for them, to make sure that they're getting the best of programmatic. Because when you think of programmatic advertising, you think of like, oh wow, I can't afford that. It's for like the big brands, but actually we do it here locally, and it definitely works. And we've seen some great results with the clients that we have.
Yeah, to build off of that too, one of our major focuses is telling a message of our customers, and then, of course, with the advertising side of it, making sure that our message or their message gets out to their customers. So getting it right in front of the right audience as well.
So now being in marketing and advertising, do you have an ideal client or customer that you do work with and some that you don't?
It ranges. Like we definitely focus on like the SMBs and like the blue collar workers. So right now at the moment, like one of our good clients is a home inspector and a plumbing company here in town. And what we've been helping them do is just grow with COVID. And the one thing that we definitely have come to realize, and so have our clients, is that it's not so just advertising, it's more so like that content piece, because everyone's been home for the last 3 months, and what else are you doing besides reading and just browsing the internet? So we've been helping them focus on content marketing and getting their voice out, letting people know what their brand's about and like how they can help them, and just keeping them afloat during this interesting time.
Yeah, building relationships for sure. Even remotely when you can do that, certainly, and really making marketing a little bit more personal and making it more conversational as well. Because you don't want to just read things; you want to actually know, people behind the business. You want to know, as you're marketing to people, you're actually marketing to humans. So that's always good to keep in mind as well.
What have you found that has been really helpful, especially during this time in marketing? Is it because some businesses aren't open? Are you working with those that aren't open? What kind of techniques and strategies have you been using that help you?
It's been a mix of open and closed businesses. A lot of businesses have to go appointment only, especially like the car dealership that we work with. They're still selling cars, but it's been by appointment only. And some of the things that we found is that, let's again, focus on that content. Like we're doing like a lot of things for them socially. Another cool tool that we use is Google My Business, which is great because it helps the clients that we work with, when people are searching, they have like a little pop-up in the right rail that has like some information. It links back to like content. It gives them more information about the company. So again, we've been really helping with that content piece. And if you think about it, content is also a form of advertising because, you can just show an ad anywhere, but when you let people know who you are and give them like, the why you started this, like how you can help them, that really ties in, like Catherine said, that personal message. And that's what we've been really focused on, like, especially for our clients that are closed, and the ones that are open has definitely been, hey, make sure to book your appointment, like call ahead and things like that.
So as you're talking about content, do you do any social media that to add content for people?
We do, yes. So we can help manage social accounts. We can also help provide content if they prefer to manage them themselves. So we do work with various clients depending on preferences on that.
Now, how long have you been in business?
It will be 2 years now.
Great. Well, how did you guys meet? Is this a partnership?
Yes, it is a partnership. I'm originally from New York City. I've lived in Syracuse for 2 years now. And prior to this, I've been in digital media / programmatic for going on 14 years. So for me, this is what I know. This is what I love to do, just like making those connections. And, I met Catherine at like a previous startup that I was working at. And then we just continue that partnership because I enjoy working with her. And the one thing I learned from Catherine is that content. Content is key. And like, she's really good at content. She's like one of the best people I know when it comes to writing. And I started adapting her style and just saying, let's put content first and then, let's brand it and then let's do the advertising behind it. So it's been like a great synergy between the two of us, like making things work. And I know what she's going to say. She knows what I'm going to say. And then, we have the two dogs that are also employees. So
and you know what they're going to say?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, we need snacks.
Right, exactly. So when did you realize you wanted to be in this field? Did this happen, did you go to school for this? Were you doing something else when you got into this?
Yeah, I've been in marketing my entire career. Kind of started out more on the public relations side of things, telling a story. I actually went to school. I did my undergrad at St. John Fisher for communications and journalism. Kind of fell in love, like I said, with public relations. And then my first job out of college really started focusing a little bit more on marketing in the high tech field, working for software companies. So for, 11, 12 years now, I've been working at various companies in, again, the technology sector. The health sector I've worked in, worked for several startups as well. So, marketing, storytelling has really been a passion of mine. I also did my master's at Boston University in international marketing management too. So I have kind of the business backside of the education as well.
Kind of similar for me. I always been creative. I went to like high school of graphic communication arts. I went right into it, and I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts from New York Institute of Technology, and I picked this up, and I've been running with it ever since because I just like being creative, and creativity to me is more than just, drawing. It's about connecting dots. It's like analyzing and then finding that niche and like helping people find products that will help them grow in their lives. That's kind of like how I've gone about like what I've been doing, and it's just something I've stuck with. It's my passion.
You need to have a passion, and if that can be your career, like they say, you never have to work again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So what's been the biggest challenge that you went through when starting your business a couple of years ago?
I would say figuring it out, because we've been doing it for other people. When you do it for yourself, there's a lot of paperwork in the beginning. It is an interesting process. And then after you go through that process and you like legitimize your business and you make sure you have all the proper permits, it's okay, how do I get business? You know how to do it for others, but when you have to do it for yourself, you have to then take a step back and make sure that you have like your checklist and you operationalize and you look at costs, because we're bootstrapped and we will continue to be that way. And it's just perfect because we lean on relationships that we have and we just connect with people. And then that's how we figure a lot of things out. But in the beginning, it's just like, how do we go from the paperwork process to getting clients? That was a struggle in the beginning.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can agree with you because, getting, say, a roofing company or plumbing company up and running where they have, they rely on leads and such, the campaigns are probably a lot easier to create and, and write and, and get out there than would be for, say, a marketing company.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
I have to find that niche and continue to have those conversations, continue to network and, continue to show your value.
Right. Exactly. Let's see. How are people finding you currently as far as advertising is concerned? Do you have any advertising strategies?
Yes. Right now we're doing like PPC, we're doing content, we're doing social, we have LinkedIn. And before the shutdown, we were doing geofencing, which is, where you select a location and when somebody goes in that location, you'll see your ads. We were doing that around airports because we figure people have downtime, reach business people. And we kind of do a lot of like just organic stuff where we can just like get noticed, and that's definitely been helpful for us.
Yeah, I'm sure. Now, has that been most successful for you?
Yes, it has been.
It has. That's good. You know, if you were to start from day one, knowing what you know now, how would you do things differently?
I think just going full force, especially when we tell this to any of our clients as well. You can't just use social media. You can't just send out emails. You have to do a plethora of different marketing avenues in order to reach people. So, you know, just making sure that you have your message, you're honing in on your message, and then you're putting it out in the appropriate places to reach the correct audience. So I think that would probably be, you know, one thing that if we were redoing it, if we were restarting right now, you know, to say, okay, well, we're focusing on this, let's reach out them through all these different avenues.
So you're in Syracuse. You know, your operating area, obviously marketing you can do probably all around the world. Are you trying to keep local to help your local business?
We are. We do have clients throughout the country as well, but we do have a very local focus as well. We certainly want to help the small businesses in the area. You know, we have a great tech accelerator program here in Syracuse that we try to support as well. But we do, you know, throughout the country. And we actually have a sister agency that we work with that allows us to sell HubSpot marketing automation software and tools. So we have that side of the business also.
So how can people reach you if they want to learn more other than your website? Obviously, your website is a great spot to start. Is there anywhere else you're listed, any profiles that you have?
Yes, we're on Facebook, Instagram, UpCity, LinkedIn, Google My Business, and Upwork.
And Upwork, awesome. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to share about your business while you have the floor?
Well, the colors, I'll talk about the colors. Like the one thing that Catherine and I talked about, like, because when you look at our colors, they're like pink, purple, and orange, and those are not normal business colors. And that's the one thing we said we wanted to do. And if you notice, there's a paisley print. I wanted it to be bold as possible and really catch your eye. So like that's why we chose those colors, because we wanted to break the model of we're an agency. Because I did some like work at a couple agencies down in New York City before I moved here, and it was just like red and blue. And I told Catherine, like, no, we're going to be creative, we're going to have fun, and we're going to live the agency life and just enjoy what we do. Because like you said earlier, when you do something you love, it's not work. And this is not work to us. This is just a passion for us. So like that's definitely something to know when you see the color.
And we truly feel that too. We love growing businesses. We love the creative side of it. You know, we've seen a lot of clients just completely grow, you know, with our help. So it's really nice to see the initial stages and then the end product when, you know, they're starting to get in all the leads and they're really growing their business. So that's one of the things that we absolutely love about what we do, is really seeing the changes within the businesses.
Well, you know, thank you for interviewing with me. And it was a pleasure meeting you both.
Oh, nice meeting you as well.
Likewise, Mike. Thank you so much.